Let's see what that message says, because it might say that the Diet Health Monster is running late. So let's see. Am I 2 or 3 hours ahead of you? I'm not sure, but we're 2 hours. You're 2 hours ahead of me. And I'm just going to let him know we're live now. And then that way he can come and join us. Hello, my darlings. So we did this already like 4 minutes ago because we're starting 4 minutes late. For some reason, I have no idea. My Instagram would not connect. Like, for the life of me, Instagram would not connect. It kept saying, checking connection, but it didn't give me one. And I was like, well, that's weird. So I shut down my iPad and restarted it. So let's get going. I am so excited. I love Mondays. I hope you guys love Mondays as much as I do. And I think the best part about Mondays is meeting new people. Like, without a doubt, we get to meet 2 new people today that we never met before, and we get to make new friends. Like, hello! Let me scooch down. Now I'm too tall. Look at me being all tall. So why don't we start with, I would love for you to introduce yourself, because we just met the other day, and you know what? I was living under a rock. Some of my people might too. Why don't you tell us who you are?
I am Adam Wilk.
Hello.
My website is DietKingHealthMonster.com. I'm a health and wellness coach, and my specialty is loving empathy and caring and support during your struggle, and helping you find which way is the best way to lose the weight or to get healthy. And I'm there to get you through the challenges, because, you know, on social media, it's very easy for everybody to be throwing around. By the way, can you hear me okay? And all that?
Yes, your sound is awesome. Can I get some hearts, guys? How's it for you? I can hear awesome. Yay, hearts, we can hear.
Okay, good. Anyway, I'm just here for you, for my clients, anyone who will listen, anybody who wants some assistance. I never claim to have all the answers. What I can do is give you my life experience and all the bumps in the road I've, hit, all the struggles I've had. In my lifetime, with different diets, I probably lost between 300 and 400 pounds.
Wow.
Going up and down. And I feel like at this late stage, it's finally, coming together with this resurgence of new research, and just the social media. As many people complain about the social media, it's really a wonderful thing as far as getting together with people like you, Dory, and others, because, books are wonderful. And when I was younger, when I was first starting out, I bought every book there was on, different avenues of losing weight and getting healthy. Diabetes, in my family, I was very interested in that, and heart disease, and just, I was born into a family of overweight people. So it's been my life's, mission. So that's what I'm here for, to really help, and to bring in, again, not every single answer, but, as you get older, you realize, you see some people maybe they're making the same mistakes you did. They're struggling, and all it takes is a little bit of a change here and there, just to tweak and get rid of the frustration. Once your frustration is gone, you can get to the top of the mountain. I'm talking a lot. I tend to talk a lot, so I'll give it back to you.
That's how I know we're going to be new best friends, because this is what I do. Like, new best friends. I'll tell you what. Like, people are like, do I get to speak when I hang out with you, Dory? Sometimes. So why don't we start there, and why don't we talk about coaching? Because I know a lot of people get up on their soapbox, hashtag keto is free. You shouldn't have to pay for a coach. And I want to start by saying, you know what, if you want to spend 2 years doing your own research, then you might not benefit from a coach. But I want you to talk a little bit about how the average person can benefit from a coaching program.
Right. The average person is, and interview me. I don't mean to offend anyone here. There are a lot of great, beautiful people out there, with their pictures at the gym, with their six packs and the muscle.
Oh.
Hey, you know what? If you're that well endowed, genetically,
Yes.
if you're that disciplined, God bless. If you have that dedication, wonderful. My practice, and the people I speak to are just the ordinary folk who maybe they don't have, time to spend a lot of time in a gym. And I know there are plenty of people out there saying, all you need is 10 minutes a day, All right, you still got to get to the gym unless you got the bands in the house, which I do, by the way. I'm not selling them.
Me too.
Yeah, I know.
But you still have to use them. Because I have a whole workout room that I never go to. I won't lie. It's there.
Okay.
I just don't
See?
use it.
Not so easy. Not so easy.
Not so easy.
So, yeah. So I speak to those people, maybe you have 2 or 3 jobs, and maybe you're trying to put a couple of nickels together. A couple of nickels.
Right.
Is really struggling,
Yeah.
So maybe you can't afford the grass-fed beef. Maybe you can't afford the organic chicken, and, it's okay. So you're gonna make it, and you don't have to just give up because of all these, these standards. And out there in the social media world, it's true. People get on their soapboxes. Those people are absolutely brilliant. They're terrific, So I think part of being a coach is translating. Not that my clients need translating, no. But when people start talking about DNA and, genes and all that, and the hormones, sometimes I'm a big picture guy. So I just try to break it down and just go easy. There's not necessarily one thing that's going to help you. Maybe a combination of things. It might be, starting with keto, but maybe, down the road you can do a little intermittent fasting, which I think is probably the last thing, maybe down the road, if you're really stuck.
Yes.
Yeah, of course. But one of the mistakes I made in my early days of coaching was just, throwing this poor client of mine just straight to, 0 carbs and, intermittent fasting and just giving it. And, unfortunately, it's a client I lost. But lesson learned.
Right? Okay, I'm just going to quick grab a chair, and then we're going to pick up there, because I didn't realize how tall I was, and I'm sliding down like a crazy lady. So, here we go. Crazy Dory's back. So, let's talk a little bit about that, because I always encourage people to ease into any change, if it's a dietary change. If, for example, you're like, oh, I'm a few days late starting, but I want to start keto right now. I never recommend that you wake up tomorrow and just, that's it. No carbs, no sugars. And I have a feeling that you kind of agree with that. So let's talk a little bit about what are the first steps when you start keto? What's the most important thing you need to do first?
This is my opinion, okay, and this is just my own life experience. But if you're really hooked on carbohydrates, especially the refined stuff.
Yeah.
Pardon me, sorry, gives me bubbles. If you're really hooked on, what you need to do is, I studied the writings and the works of William Davis, the cardiologist, and 100 years ago he had the heart scan blog.
Okay.
And he really was down on wheat because, and I don't have to explain this to you, but the wheat of today is not the wheat that, Moses and, the other people, the Bible people had. Is just totally been over-processed and refined to the point where, again, my opinion, but it acts like a drug on your brain, especially if you're susceptible to it, So, if we can, let's take the wheat out. So, we're going gluten-free.
Yes.
Let's start with that. Do that for a week or two, see how you feel. But you're going to lose your mind. So to make things more on the humane side and not to be such, a hard ass, do your white rice, or do another grain. Just slowly take that wheat out, replace it with something else if you can. So, I always say if you can. If you're gonna be suffering so much, you ain't gonna make it.
No.
It's just gonna be too hard. Even without even Atkins, that induction was really, really tough because that's no carbs. But see if the wheat is bugging you, and if you start to feel better, if you start to lose the weight, go for it. Me personally, I don't see the need for carbs, but that's only because of me. A sweet potato will make me high, believe it or not.
Oh, I believe.
So I got to be real careful, What are you drinking?
Oh, bulletproof coffee, but I keep it in my pretty teacup because I discovered when I sip out of my coffee cup, I look like this. So I sip out of a pretty teacup instead, but it's just my bulletproof coffee. What do you put in yours?
So you drink the bulletproof? Okay.
I do.
So I drink it just black.
Okay.
I try. Now, for me, it's a personal thing. Now, they say you can get the ketones from the outside, exogenous, I don't know.
Yes.
One of those things. But to help you burn fat, I find that it, believe it or not, is a little bit addicting to me, even fat.
Okay.
So I plus the fact that the coconut oil. Ooh.
Oh, I love it. I'm actually out of that. I love that. Right now I'm sucking it up and I'm having butter. But I like coconut oil. My fiance says I've gone coconut blind because I no longer taste coconut. Like, I don't taste it in my coffee, but if he accidentally has a sip of mine, he's like, it's terrible, but I don't even taste it. Coconut blind.
Yeah.
I don't even taste it.
Yeah. So in my mind, and again, I'm gonna probably get a little flack with this, but lucky for me, I don't like the taste of coconut, except coconut custard pie, which I can't go near. So we're not gonna do that. But to add coconut oil, or like even the what's that oil that's really good for your brain? The MCT.
Oh yes, yes.
I mean, they probably have to do something. Although I didn't take, the vanilla flavored MCT oil, that wasn't so bad. But because I like my coffee black and simple, in my mind, all right, so I'm saving some calories. It's not on purpose, it's just an accident. So it's a happy accident for me. It took me a long time to get off, having heavy cream in my coffee. I mean, I used to drink a lot of International Delight, French vanilla.
Oh.
I mean, that's...
Oh, you're saying all my words. Okay, so the other day I was having a chat with my girlfriend and we were laughing about how long the process is. When somebody thinks, oh, you know what, Dory, you don't have any sweetener or any sugar in your coffee. And I don't anymore. But it took me a year and a half to get to the point where I had no sweetener. Before keto, I would put 6 sugars and about 2 to 3, let's be honest, tablespoons of International coffee creamer in this. So I originally started by cutting my sugar. It was 5 and then 4 and then 3 and then I swapped out for sweetener and then none. And then I did sweetener for a long time. And then I slowly cut down on my sweetener. And then I came to the point where I realized I actually had to give up the International creamer because it was the one thing that I was like, bite me. I'm giving up everything. Like, I am so, oh my God, I'm healthy AF right now. Like, you don't even know. I'm so healthy right now. It was the one thing that I dug my heels in and I was like, I'm not giving it up. I'm not. And then after a while, I realized I did care about that. And I turned around the bottle and I had a mild embolism when I realized, because I'd never looked at the back of the bottle before. Like, I really didn't realize that there was, 16 grams of sugar per tablespoon, and I was putting, 2 or 3. So, I mean, really, how much sugar, I had no idea. Because here's the truth, I didn't want to know. I didn't want to know, so I didn't look. Like,
don't know.
But over a year and a half, I went from 3 tablespoons of flavored International Creamer plus 6 sugars to now I just have heavy cream and either butter or coconut oil. That's it.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful.
But I want people to know it doesn't happen in a day. It doesn't happen in a week. It literally took me a year and a half to go through that process. And I think that's one of the major benefits of having a coach, is because it's really easy to get lost in that everyone is succeeding, right? Everyone but me is succeeding. Everyone else is losing weight. And it's really easy to put, we're paused on Facebook for some reason. I don't know why. Hopefully it'll pick up. But it's really easy to
I didn't do anything.
I didn't do it. It's really easy to